way.
Well, one thing I would tell young people today is something that I was unable to do, Mother and I were unable to do, because our lives were already set in a path which we couldn't easily alter. But if you're starting off before you make the path that you're following, you might have a different option. And I was thinking about this 2 nights ago, actually, fairly intensively. God knows why, because I don't know whether it's even possible. But I was thinking, if you told your granddaughter, for instance, that it would be possible for her to do the right sort of career training so that in a year or two she could be licensed to get a job that brings in about $50 an hour,
Mm-hmm.
day in, day out, all year long. And then I would say, good, secure that job and learn to accept it and live with it as long as you possibly can, and then figure out how to live on, as near as possible, half of that. And before you ask why, I'll tell you to take the rest of it to the best investment counselor you can get your hands on and say, as long as I can keep this job going and a way of life going, I'm going to give you roughly half of my income for you to put away for me to make it make money for me.
Mm.
And I figured out roughly, and this was as I was going to sleep the other night, figured out roughly in my head that that would give her enough money that within 20 years or less, she could have acquired a stash of close to $1 million, somewhere in that vicinity. And once you get that far, and I figured this could happen somewhere in her 40s. Once you get that far, you can take $1 million and make it do a lot more for you. And if she could continue sort of roughly on that same path, not keeping all the money that comes in, but stashing it.
Yeah.
So the compound interest goes like that. She could be a multi-millionaire in her 50s. And
God damn it, I missed the boat.
Well, we all did.
Yeah.
But if you started off with such a plan, it wouldn't work out that smoothly or easily, because you got taxes to worry about and unexpected stuff. But you would come farther than Mother and I did, just because you started with that as a notion. And that's one thing that I would tell a young person today. See if you can make a notion like that come about for you.
Yeah.
Because that's how to ensure a more enjoyable upper middle age and retirement period. What, for instance, if B, or any of them, could do that and wind up in her 50s somewhere, hopefully happily married with some kind of family, and say, I now have over $1 million, almost 2.5. We can just stop the rat race here and go to any goddamn thing we want to do for a while. And we still have some money left over. Wouldn't that be a lovely thing?
Yes, it would.